If there's one thing I love more than causing chaos on the internet, it's being right. And now, after all this time, it appears I've finally managed to combine the two.
Looks like I was right. Again.
So today we are not reacting to funny life hacks or creepy family channels, no. We ladies and gentlemen have been deceived. Basically, there's this enormous YouTube drama channel called Spill. Spill lied to 900,000 people, including my viewers, and that's where they went wrong. This is a big deal not only because it worked temporarily, but because it reflects a pretty big issue here on YouTube. Apparently, companies seem to think that the average YouTube viewer is pretty dumb. Now, I'm no investigative journalist, but I am nosy. I just don't get paid for it. Wait, in that case, why am I not an investigative journalist? Basically, I was really curious about how Spill was able to produce such high quality content so quickly, so I used my one and only skill, making a 10-minute video about it. So the big piece in all of this is that between the custom artwork, the captions for every single word, and the insane levels of research, Spill is somehow spending a lot longer on each video than most YouTubers, but managing to release several videos a week. After realizing that Spill had 3 other channels all with the same level of quality, I concluded that it must be a team of at least 12 people. But there's actually a 12th person, because somebody has to be maintaining all of those social media accounts. Seeing as how the 4th channel was a fictional animation channel starring Spill and all the other people as fictional characters, I just came to the conclusion that they weren't real people. This isn't a team of people, okay? This is a company, which is a team of people. You know what I mean? I assumed that they were created by a company, and yeah, that was my video. See, once my video went up, it turns out a lot of YouTubers had the exact same questions. So the videos started rolling in and the discussion kicked into overdrive. But then Spill showed up and tried to run that discussion into the ground. Their idea was to expose themselves and debunk my video. Emphasis on the air quotes.
Spill started out as a 2-person passion project. We illustrated Spill as a character initially to protect our privacy because of the controversial topics we cover, but once Spill started to grow, the team grew too. We're based in Canada. As soon as more than one person is working on a big project together, it's legally the best option to register as a corporation.
While they were at it, they also addressed the other spin-off channels.
So we came up with someone to investigate those stories. Me. Thankfully, we also had a few video editors on board as well, one of whom moved on to our new project, an animated show called On the Hill.
We're a small group of people without a lot of money or the most ideal setup, space, or tools.
So yeah, consider me debunked. If Spill said it in the video, then surely it must be true. In fact, after Spill's video, people seemed to feel free to come into my comment section and tell me I was wrong about everything. Some of the comments were nice, some of the comments were definitely not. I also thought it was funny how I suddenly had a lot of people telling me, oh well, duh, we already knew they were a corporation, when pretty much nobody actually said that until Spill confirmed it. But ultimately, that was the end of the story. Or at least I'm sure that's what Spill wanted. See, their explanation video didn't sit right with me at all. And it turns out I wasn't the only one. After my video went up, YouTuber Petty Paige did some digging into Spill herself. And let's just say, Paige was a lot more thorough than I was.
Google had captured that she previously listed on her Twitter that she was Spill. And when you go to her LinkedIn profile, which is public, you're able to see that she lists herself as a writer for Spill under AWED Core.
So she managed to find Spill. Honestly, that didn't really change Spill's story that they started off as a 2-person project and then expanded into a corporation once the channel grew. Except that AWED Corporation that Spill's registered under has been around for 5 years before Spill ever started.
Now, I looked online and found out that AWED Corp became incorporated in 2013. I even paid the Canadian government to get AWED Corp's certificate of incorporation.
So my question to you is pretty simple. Who are you going to believe? Spill saying that the corporation was a reaction to their 2018 YouTube channel growing, or the Canadian government saying that this corporation has been around since 2013?
The corporation's director is a man called Roland. He may also be a journalist, as he has written for several companies. Unwindly.com, Drools.com, and Good. The voice behind Spill used to work for Good. In fact, she worked for them for 3 whole years as a staff writer and then became senior editor. So it turns out that Spill has actually been working for AWED Corp for quite some time.
So in other words, Spill was created by a media company which appears to be a less successful version of BuzzFeed, but they were bent on passing it off as some sort of individualistic project.
Looks like I was right.
And when this was called into question by the YouTube community, Spill just went on their channel and lied to their fans.
Again.
But many of Spill's fans still aren't even aware that that video was intended to mislead them. And instead the comment section is just full of people praising Spill for being, the best channel with the most journalistic approach. And if citing research papers that are incidentally related to the YouTube topic makes it a journalistic approach, then move over. I'm about to become a journalist. So why was this channel so determined to appear more individualized than it actually was? Why are companies pretending to be people? 2 words. Manufactured authenticity. According to this verified Psychology Today article by Dr. Larry Steibel and Marianne. Okay, you know what? No. I can't do this. This reminds me too much of school, and I graduated school for a reason. I still don't know what that reason was, but I'm glad I'm not there anymore. Basically, people like people more than they like companies. So companies have started trying to act like people. Think about how fast food brands interact with Twitter. To see an example, look at these 2 ads.
Daylist is an app that lets you manage your time by making easy, detailed task lists. With all the things going on in this digital age, we figured you could use all the scheduling and planning help you can get. Search for the Daylist app to learn more today, and we promise it'll help you out. Daylist. Don't let your life pile up.
But before we get started, I've got to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, which is Daylist. Daylist is an app that helps you manage your time by making easy, detailed task lists. Task lists. That's challenging my lisp. I personally love this app because with YouTube and school and everything else that's going on, I have to schedule things and I could use all the planning help that I can get. So if you guys feel a little bit overwhelmed and need help organizing your life, I definitely recommend that you guys click the link in the description and check out Daylist.
So thank you to YouTuber Tiffany Ferg and the professional voiceover artist that I hired for this. The ads were fake. I just created them to show how companies have now figured out how to say the same talking points, but make it sound way more personal. Companies like Skillshare, Honey, even Daylist, if it existed, have started spending millions and millions of dollars paying people to make ads in their bedrooms. So when I see comments on my original video about Spill with 9,000 people who thought Spill was some college girl in her room, or 13,000 people who thought Spill was just a real individual person, it becomes clear to me that AWED Corp realized that in order for Spill to work, they were going to have to appear as small and individual as possible. That's why you can find a bunch of examples of Spill saying, asking me, and seeing myself, and generally just trying to seem like one person. And if anything, I'm just surprised they were successful for this long. How did they successfully control the narrative for this long? Well, they had 2 methods. 1, a very good grasp on public communication, and 2, straight up deleting every comment that disagreed with them. You can tell that they're missing thousands of comments because they have videos like this one with 1.8 million views, 50,000 likes, and 200 comments. I guarantee you that this video you're watching right now has more than 200 comments, but probably nowhere near 1.8 million views. They also have comments on their channel with 16,000 likes. And no replies. Some people thought they moderated their comments to keep it friendly and avoid getting demonetized, but I found a profanity-laced comment directed towards people who disagreed with their PR video, so that doesn't hold up. You see, they're not deleting comments, they're holding all comments for review, which allows someone at Spill to pick and choose which ones they want to show up on their channel. The reason I know this is because when Petty Page's video showing how they were owned by AWED Corp came out, for the first 4 hours that Page's video was released, her video got over 1,000 comments. Guess how many Spill's PR video got? 0. There is a 4+ hour gap where they just didn't approve any comments at all. These people went on lockdown. So that's the comment moderation. As for the communication manipulation, just look at their PR video. They claim they don't have a lot of money, but they had enough to pay for their videos to be YouTube ads, which is how some people found them in the first place. They tried to deflect by pointing out how other YouTubers are incorporated too, when in each case, unlike Spill, the corporation isn't running the YouTube channel is running the corporation. You better leave Christine out of this. They have an extended montage of them being from Canada, randomly interjected into the middle of the video to seem more relatable, and it did in fact result in hundreds of "OMG, you're Canadian" comments. Bottom line, these people are good at what they're doing. After all, AWED Corp has years worth of mass media experience. But when I'm given Kool-Aid by strange companies on the internet pretending to be people, I at least like to know the flavor. Now, the future of this situation seems very clear to me. Spill still makes good videos, people are going to continue to watch those videos, and I think everyone's going to be a-okay. I just think you should know who you're watching on YouTube, because nobody on YouTube is as straightforward as they seem. Now, if you excuse me, I have to go do my other job as a social media manager at AWED Corp. Anyway, looks like I've gotten 10 minutes of content out of this, so leave a like, tell me what you think, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching, and a big thank you to my 180,000 subscribers. Okay, bye.